Really underrated all year long. Randy Rosarina. The chase is down. The at-bats have been.
Hunter Brown. You know, he's got that devastating fastball.
He did, and Verlander was one of those guys who was very aggressive with the fastball.
A Rosarina powers this to the cross.
And you talk about salvaging some of this offense. The guy's giving high fives to right now, Julio. Who's
Hunter Brown has allowed this year on his four-seam fastball. And
those thingamabobs?
Yeah, they've got plenty.
Jason, for me as a hitter, thing that Randy's seeing the ball well, and if that next pitch was a fastball, just getting on it, and that's what he did well. So just trust your eyes, stay on the fastball, and you know you're going to be able to hit anything that breaks out of his head
today. But celebrating this year because of how much of a new
want him to face lefties.
More slug. It is a one-out double.
Bat. He's been pulling the ball a little bit too. The approach he tries to take.
I almost put it in the shredder because I don't believe a word of it.
Tell us why. It goes, and Dalton Varsho runs it down. Look at this, though. And early in the year, that's one thing. When the Astros have been all year.
Well, and that was the hope coming into this series, is knowing that those previous in that Astros rotation.
We talked about in the beginning of the year. And it was doom and gloom, too, for the Astros in regards to.
I'll tell you what, they're taking some healthy swings in this series, and they're taking healthy swings.
Good release point. Sometimes that arm dips. His arm did dip a little bit. Didn't have the same velocity.
At Yainer Diaz. Timeout called this time by Naylor.
And call that timeout for a little pitch con issue.
You're talking about the slugging of 250 against the fastball is
especially a shoulder injury. Doesn't tell the whole story, but a lot of contact in general. It wasn't the same swing and miss.
Top of the zone that he's used to pitching with that four-seam fastball and riding.
Being in a rigid box has done to hitters. And 1-2 punch to right field. Wade.
Last outing against the Yankees, he kind of turned the corner a little bit.
First one to your Wade. With ball field, but it will stay in the park.
Every time, Bomber. I mean, it's amazing.
His homework. And if he ever, the only flaw, if he ever figured out how to
all year long and beyond, as Paredes, who, speaking of the Crawford boxes.
Oh, you thinking of that Crawford box? He is definitely a guy that elevates to the pull side with joy here in Houston.
Isak Paredes, a little piece of it foul. Was it you, Ron?
That's a little more traditional Isak right there. There's a Jim Beam club.
0-2 coming here, and that's a one-hopper. 1-2.
Break you down and say, oh, you need to do this more, you need to do that more. So Isak pulls the ball.
Rizzo would know what he's talking about.
Every once in a while, I got lucky and ran in a little bit. That's what Isak wants.
He'll reach out and flick this into left center field. As we know,
you got me and Ryan looking at each other going, who wants to tackle this?
Watching matchup situation that they did back in. I'm going all the way back in April. And again, a situation where they're trying to get on a run. It's some AL West team beating them up.
The ground with this thing. The second you think that you are about to go on that run, you run into a buzzsaw. It's crazy.
But that's the whole American League, right? To come, whether or not anybody wants it to happen.
Ron has mentioned studying it, trying to break it down from the
balls. Not only in this series, as there's a breaking ball. But Riz, if you're
make up for maybe the lack of production, and you grip the bat a little, that's all you can ask for out of your leader.
3-2 is a taken high fast.
Struggles, but just on behalf of the team. I think what he was trying to do was take us. You have that rapport with your manager, so just so many different facets.
60 home run season has, but he's always hit the home run. So
it's been the next day. Download the Sportsbook app now to play your game. Third in total bases among all other categories for the Houston. What's he like? Why is he so important?
Because he is as steady as it goes. He's a guy talk about his girls and my girls and family and things like that. He's just a is that it's hard. It's every day. He's been through so much adversity. He will hit pitches in the middle of the plate. He'll hit pitches in the other's box. About 600 of his hits have been out of the zone.
We're not out here trying to get comfortable, trying to get in good cup. It was 98-99. There was no giving in whatsoever. Again, when we talked about and getting that heater to the top of the strike zone with some good velocity on it too.
The seventh grader wants in a book report study guide. Christian Walker, who was the hero on Friday night, with are as well. but they were Brown, who would like a little bit more chase. It's actually a pretty good matchup for both guys.
Some of this chase from the Houston sweeper and slider are going to be big.
You know what? This is in a totally new environment. Dyken Park in Houston, as here is Brock,
all from Oklahoma.
But on Friday night, as the 3-0 is in there for a strike. Exactly the one. I mean, what a Mad Lib. Swinging bull on the family farm that was going after his grand.
Telling the story. And yeah, the call up, and he's kind of given that, rookie field coach for the Mariners. Hey, as he talked, but it was pretty intense.
I mean, he's 5'7", 1-1 to Donovan.
Yeah, but that would explain the slow heart.
Who's a big get back in the
at the top, the back to ball skill, and just that pest.
With a hip issue. 3-2 is high. It's ball to Ryan Rowland-Smith, who you see in that baseball card on the right to let us know he did. Jeff Blum, Ryan Rowland-Smith, our entire marvelous crew. Riz, your mind in the box after a mound visit, after 2 walks.
So I would expect them to start him with something soft. That's what probably Randy's.
Blummer, where's your mind?
I'm going to try and get to that inside corner a little bit to hopefully open up the outside.
There it is.
Ace Allen, the flip, the turn won't come.
The two-seamer too. I feel like this is a little safety net for him, especially when the hitter's going to be aggressive.
It seems like that as a hitter, you're questioning yourself. Oh, he's not going to throw me that again, is he? And then
there goes Arozarena. Throw down to second base. In time. Review.
Tag on that back leg.
And for Hunter Brown too, you're trying to feel your way through some of these pitches. You get that a little bit more breathing room right here to make some pitches.
Center field, a base hit. Happy birthday, Dom Canzone.
Momentum offensively, but a lot of 2-out hits. All of a sudden,
both these teams are hyper.
This is where Julio all of a sudden wakes up. He's been crushed
against Hunter Brown, and 7 of the 8 hits are on fast. Runner goes again, strike 3. That throw won't matter. Last week, and Jeff Blum fled the scene of in 2005 at the trade.
Realizing that you're going to win a division, at not division winners.
Yeah.
The American League right now, as it's 2-1. Good fastball from Wu. 2 and
I think there's a situation, and again, going back to that last half.
And then the slider, strike 3.
Last year, man, had that breakout year, all-star campaign through the lineup. It's going to be a factor.
A 1-out single here in the third.
When his guys have the good fastball, he is not just, here you go.
You know what's interesting about that, too? What's this all about? How come you're throwing so many more fastballs all of a sudden? Push that pitch, you got to make that more a priority. It's all of a sudden
your best pitch.
In base, Cole Young for Josh Naylor. First pitch. Certainly he's got 10 homers this year, but he's been line to center field out there by Varsho. Let's see.
I think it did too. Oh, get it under
baby.
there. Wow. Getting the glove underneath it.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's a lot of the reason they picked him up.
It may be one of the most phenomenal plays, and the look at the tail end of like, phew.
It was unreal.
Almost like the NBA where they don't play defense, and then in the 7th you go for the win. No.
That's a called strike. Bottom of the zone. 2-2.
90%. Like, wait, hold on.
If you're up, pull in is just nonsense.
Feel a Gold Glove caliber center field.
On ball to second. 2 away. 2-zip Mariners, and there is a high fat play.
Oh, there's some easy.
He'll take that one. That's 4 straight.
Feel it. That release point to that 4 seam. Anything.
So he goes to the.
Have a little bit of a conversation. Try and calm Hunter down. Lower half to where the arm just doesn't get to where he wants it to be.
But the shoulder injury, you've seen this across the board. Kirby had to deal with that last year. The angle drops a little bit. Is really battling to try and find it.
As a where just don't chase, but strikes are going to be pretty much
certainly 2-0.
Getting any bites at all on anything. Press the reset button.
3-0 is ball.
Around 7.5%. This season has got to be extremely frustrating.
And they're again.
And you're just
comes into play
100%. I was about to say, look, I know we're a couple years into it.
I used to tell pitchers all the time, 2 outs, you have Cal Raleigh on third base. He's not going to steal. Use both.
3-0. Date his first 16 innings, he had 0 strikeout. So he's going to find it. He just did there. Let's see what Joe Espada and company loaded. 2 out. They'll have the conversation with. I called him Rodin anyway. So the walk from Rodin, the 5th walk.
When you're a hitter, this is a tough situation. You got to be aggressive.
First pitch, right there, a strike. Fouled away. 0-2.
Fastball we used to call it. I hope he goes back to it. Just keep.
0-2. Ooh, by much. 1-2. And
not a swing and miss guy. Has a ton of bat to ball, so you know it's.
There's a round to Donovan. Strike.
Situation, right or wrong, that's a.
And the Astros are on the board.
Well, just to give a little bit away, this could be a real opportunity, and if it's going to happen for the
gap.
Pitch on a fastball out over the plate.
There it is, mixing that pitch in just a little bit more to this.
1-0 to Paredes, and he takes him no about. But they
really thought they would be happy with it, but it's actually still played incredibly huge. It was remarkable.
There is no flagpole, sadly. 3 more to the Astros. It could be wild card
on this road trip for the Seattle Mariners. I mean, even coming
the 3rd on the challenge. Pena, really nice job by Jeremy.
His teammate Luke Raley told him about this place called T3. He says he feels as strong and as healthy as he ever has.
Different size-wise.
So I like to see another shutdown inning and give your offense a chance to come back and answer. Clubhouse, but he really wants to get after guys with that fastball. So the
bad version. You guys look at this. Look like a lost puppy. Put it that way.
Very true.
Really been no momentum grown.
You feel like these guys are going to get off and they're going to take off. Season where they haven't been able to go on that absolute run.
A big one to get him right back to how sharp he.
Ryan, I want to ask.
Last year was all of a sudden getting in with the Mariners. They're big on, just to throw some things at you in regards to some of the.
Line drive, third base, and all right. So don't say the player's name, but the weirdest base. Donovan on the charge. On the mound for was double part.
He uses some of these lefties on. It's on breaking that lefty.
If you look as a collective, all 3 of them for the season. But you look at the month of August, and this is what bats getting Cal Raleigh, man. If he can get on a run here for a few weeks.
Every time he gets in the batter's box.
But that's what's tough about those.
2 for Young. There goes Naylor. Strike 3. Throw to second. All right, so feet per second. Remember, with that kind of speed, there he goes for 3rd, and it is a fast.
He was a free agent, and I asked him, I said,
he's at the track. He's at the wall.
All could be forgotten.
The thoughts going through. What a moment of relief for him, and hopefully that's a big turnaround.
I mean, I saw him hit
how much they care about him and what a leader he is on that team.
Not an out.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
3-2 for Weston Wilson. And he takes ball. And back, still going. He's there to make the catch. To go. Brian Wu in. Oh, deep to left field and gone.
Me about that is that he didn't give me the Brett Boone father-in-law.
Silver medalist Nick Allen, his 2nd.
Bruce mentioned this in the see Cal, who's been struggling.
They're feeling it as a hitter than when your dugout is so invested like they were. Right? What a feeling as a big leaguer.
Cheers for that guy who doesn't get the everyday at bat.
Up first base, that is Naylor. Big home run. You would expect Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah, and he's been up in moments throughout the course.
In postseason games.
Big moments.
Win the Major League Baseball Triple Crown, let alone just the American. 2-2. Oh, he chased there.
He'll make this pitch. a huge strikeout.
Ooh. Oh, Paredes.
Massive sixth inning right there, getting through it.
You know, he holds it in, and here's a pop-up third base side for out number
This year.
A good Brian Abreu, Jeff, means what?
In a game previously in this series, but he's tried to do.
He misses with a
Steve Stone, to his credit, that one.
He's at the wall, and it's over. First one to him, line right at first base, and Walker is snipped. Good coach can impact. 1-2 is clipped foul. 1-2 coming. And did that get the ball? Raleigh now, bases loaded, 2 down. First pitch, swing and a miss.
Slider.
They know a switch hitter. Having to maintain a swing on both sides.
Hitter in this league.
Oh.
The amount of time you're in the batting cage is
maintained.
2-2 needs a new bat. Ryan, we came on the bases loaded. All-Stars in full view. Popped up, middle infield.
Sign now posted. You don't see it in this booth. There's a sign.
Bizzardo is on out of the book. Pick by Naylor over there.
Benetti likes to call him the Ath. So that might, I mean, I'm not saying it's him.
I don't know. I don't want to speak for him, but
goes, and that ball is foul. We all
in Arizona. I asked Dalton what that was like. He said Christian reason.
Wow. How about that?
But he goes, it's a different way to live. And he did it for like a
Christian Walker.
0-2. Bizzardo on for base hit on a fastball.
Because you only got that 1-run lead.
The Mariners late. Evans soaks it up.
Hey, these guys, I'm a big advocate for giving umpire kids at home.
Oh,
Day in the 8 weeks.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 to Rodden. Swing and a miss. Stretch with his World Series championship as well as that goes to and deal with the left versus right at bats with
The lefties up and into lefties. He's going to be in good shape.
He'll be up third in the inning. That's a 1-2.
Hey, Junior.
That's inside 3 as an Astro. And he just gets high side. Naylor's back on.
With that heater, Velazquez know it was coming.
Falling quickly, but playable.
You see what Cal's setting up? You have to get it up and in. Ooh.
For Paredes. Sir Anthony. First pitch. Second the mound. It falls.
That is unbelievable.
Tripping off the back of the mound, man.
I love this mound visit by Cal
Absolutely.
right here. I mean,
0-2 is a late drive and ducks his way into second base.
Down to that guy.
Birthday. He takes ball.
I'm staying on the heater. Whenever he showed me his slide,
You swing right through it, right?
oh, more on him than I would other lefties. Just to try to see a pitch and see that arm slot.
What do you mean? Here, and it's popped up foul.
Like the advantage was to me.
High Julio Rodriguez. Barcho in center, back of the track.
Straight away center field.
107.
2 out for Naylor. Playable for Walker.
Yeah, that one.
1 ball, 1 strike. So 2 balls and a strike. Notably, a handful
In the outing.
That's down at Whitaker. On the ground of it at the line. Throws to first. Ball 1 to Lamont Wade Jr.
All over the place.
Baseball would be fun.
That's a strike called, and Mike. He'll take his walk now. 1 pitch later.